Well, good morning, y'all. I'm talking about coffee today and how you can make the best cup of coffee you ever did have in your life. And it is just so simple. You know, there are so many gizmos and gadgets out there, you can't hardly shake a stick at them. But really, making coffee boils down to just one simple trick, and I'll show that to you. But first, you're going to need a good kettle. And I'm talking camping out coffee, but certainly do this at home too on the stove. But a good kettle, you don't need no percolator, you don't need none of that fancy gizmos. This will do some amazing coffee. And if you can't find one, try some antique stores. One thing you want to do is you want to hold that thing up and look, see if you see daylight. Some of those old guys are rusted out. But find you a good one. They're usually pretty cheap. I don't think I ever spent more than 10 bucks for one. The other thing you need, of course, is your cup. This is really important a little later in the story. So, whatever blend of coffee you like, whatever brand you like, that's all up to you. But it's gonna still make some of the best coffee you ever had. Let's get to making this. I've got some water in here, I've got my coffee in here. I'm going straight to the fire with it. Okay, I'm going right on to the fire, right straight on the coals. You'd sure do this on the stovetop at home. I camp a lot, so I'm right here. Yeah, we'll get this boiling and take it from here. Yeah, we are up to a rolling boil, so it's time to take this off. Okay folks, our coffee has been at a good rolling boil, and now for the simplest step ever, just gonna pour a little water in the tap. That little bit of cold water is going to make those coffee grounds just drop to the bottom. And with that, we got a perfect cup of coffee. And there ain't no grounds in it either. Just a simple old cowboy trick. Well, it's mighty good. Give it a try. Do it camping, do it at home. Done. Well folks, I guarantee you that's the best dang cup of coffee you're ever going to have. Just remember those tricks that I showed you. When you get done for the day, give her a good swirl. There ain't much left in there. Me and boys pretty much polished out the bulk of this pot. It's kind of a cold day here. You know, start of winter. But give her a good swirl. Dump it out. You got some coffee grounds in there. It's okay to throw a little fresh water in it. Give it a rinse. Pour it out again. Don't ever use soap and water on one of these. You're building up a seasoning inside that pot every time you make a batch of coffee. You know, whether you're doing it camping, doing it inside, doesn't matter. But after you get her dumped out, the next important thing is to dry this thoroughly. You can just simply set her upside down. That handle's going to hold her up a little bit. Let some air circulate. That's going to make your next batch of coffee so much better, you won't believe it. Just a good old cowboy trick. When I'm pouring that water in, I'm using about half of this cup, so roughly a cup of water, of nice good cold water. That's going to thermal shock everything inside, and those coffee grounds are going to drop like a rock to the bottom. Simple as that. You don't hardly get any grounds in your coffee. Best dang cup of coffee you'll ever have. So I'm going to enjoy mine, and I guess that's it for today's quick tip, and we'll see you folks down the road. Enjoy your coffee. Oh, by the way, if you could hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. And I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. We're trying to get it going here. We're a small channel, so once again, happy trails.